What's going on, everybody? All right, so welcome. We are bringing back Thrash Riff Thursday, where I teach you how to play a thrash riff. All right, so I'm gonna move up a little closer. It's gonna be more about seeing the guitar than it is about seeing my sexy fat ass sitting around all this lovely glowing green gear. Yeah, I said it. All right, let's move in a little closer. Give you a look at this wonderful fretboard. All right, sweet. Well, yeah, let's move in. Yeah. Shit, I forgot to say what it was by. Fuck me. What's going on, everybody? One finger, not two, not one, but one. All right. So, hey, welcome back to Thrash Riff Thursday. That's right. I come at you and teach you a thrash riff. It's that simple. And before anybody bitches about the monetization, come on, man. These bands need help. Thrash bands are not raking in millions. All right. So, as you know, if there's anything to be made off my shitty video, Overkill is going to get it. Which, by the way, that is Coma by Overkill off their album Horoscope, which was a definitive moment with me picking up guitar. Quick little story. Story time with the fat piece of shit. All right. I heard Horoscope, and just something about it kind of hit me just right. And I was like, man, I really love this friggin' record from start to finish. That record is just an absolute monster. Then I got to go see them live. And thank God I did. Because it'll be the only time I was able to see them with somebody who, well, the reason, part of the sauce of why I play guitar today, and that is Merritt Gant. I love that guy's guitar playing. Like all the records he was involved with Overkill are my favorite records. And he's like the one common denominator, right? Super brilliant player. Live, he was fun to watch. I got to say hi to him for a quick second after the show, and he was super nice because I was a young man at that point in time. I wasn't an old piece of shit like I am now, but he was very nice. Diddy Verdi, not so much. That guy was a dick. But Merritt was super awesome. He was very kind to us that were standing out there. He said hi and shook our hands. Back then there was no cell phones, so no one took pictures or anything. So I really have no evidence of this shit. Not that I would probably even have done it, but whatever. I was on drugs back then, having a good fucking time. I might have got into the sauce a little bit, So yeah. So that again is Coma by Overkill. That's what we're going to learn today. Gear I'm using is the Engel Fireball 100, the Gorilla 6 Smoke, and that's it. Oh, the Fortin 2x12. Can't forget about Fortin. You get a little shitty if you forget about him. Love you, Mike. But yeah. All right. So we're going to move in, take a little closer look at this fretboard so you can kind of see what I'm doing. So you're really not going to see all this super sexy fatness just oozing out over your fucking cell phone. Because we know you're not watching this on TV. We know you're not watching it on a computer. You're watching it on a fucking cell phone. Yeah. Everybody fighting over having good cell phone audio. Let's put a lot of money into production so people can watch shit on their cell phone. Yeah, fuck you. Leave Louis Torres alone. All right? Fuck with Louis, I'll shit on your doorstep and light it on fire, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I will. I'll shit right on your front step. Now, if I have diarrhea, I will, without a doubt. I promise you. Put it in your mailbox. All right, so let's get into showing you how to play this shit, all right? I'm going to move in closer. Then you can look at my big fat man titties, and we'll do some riffs. Yeah. All right. Okay, so, yeah, I'm going to try this again. This will be my second stab at this. Totally forgot a whole entire part. All right. So, most of this is just bar chords, which is 2 notes, one above the other. Like you start on the 5 and the 7 using your E and A string, which is tuned down a half step. So just take everything down a half step. And you get that. All right, pretty simple shape. You got the 5, you got the 7. And you can use this finger. I just use this out of bad habits, or good habits, depends on how you look at it, I suppose. But that's a bar chord. All right, power chord. Power chord, I'm sorry. So you're going to need that. The next note you're going to need is 3 and 5. Then you're coming back to the 5 and 7. Slide into the 6 and 8. Back to the 5 and 7. So you got totally could have gave you some distortion, right? All right, so as you can see, pretty easy. Take that up to speed. All right, so don't get discouraged with the speed. Speed comes in time. Get the notes down and keep playing it, and the speed will go up and up and up on its own. You will not have to, work yourself to death to try to get that to happen. It's just going to happen on its own. All right, so then you get the next part. So once you're done doing this, going to go to an E, open position. And you're just going to go right after it on that top string again. All right. Going to do that for a bit. And then you're going to come down and do 8-10 on the G and D to 7 and 9. All right, then you're going to do 5 and 6 on the E and A. All right, 8 and 10 to 9 and 7. Then 5 and 7 to 6 and 8. Lots of wow, she's squealing. All right, so nice and slow. All right, so you got those two moving parts. Let's put them together. All right, the next part is simple as hell. This is where you get to do your James Hetfield style down picking. You can do it two different ways. I'll show you the way that most tabs and people showing you how to play it will play it. Then I'll tell you the way I think you should be playing it because, you know, Overkill has a particular sound. And they're both the same note. This one sounds like Overkill and the other one sounds like someone who's fucking lazy. All right, so let's show you the lazy part. All right, so that would be top one on the open and hitting the 7 and 9 on the A and D. Then going down to a note you're familiar with, that is the 8 and 10 on the G and D. All right, then back up to the 7 and 9. Now you're going to hit the 7 and 9 below it twice and then go into the 8 and 10. All right, so you got all right, that's how most people want you to play it. I personally think Overkill plays it off the regular E. This is an E. Overkill. So you get the hint, right? Same notes down here except for the chet. You can either do the 7-9 or the 0-2. I do the 0-2 because, well, some people say it's because of the transition time, but you think about it, you got a couple strikes before you have to hit that note. So while you go, all right. So let's do that nice and slow. I'm going to use this one. If you want to, you could use the to speed. All right, so there you go. I would teach you the other parts, but they're a little more complex, and I don't know what everybody's playing level is. And this is just a good way to entry into it. If you find really good, pretty much accurate tabs for this song, guitartabs.com, or you can use their app. It's pretty accurate, other than this. I mean, come on now. All right. So I'll run through it one more time, slow and then fast, and then we out of here. All right. And I'm going to turn the vocal mic off so you just get just the guitar. Again, amp I'm using, the Angle Fireball 100. Guitar is a Gorilla Smoke 6, Fortin 2x12 cab. Keep music evil, bring metal to the children, don't be a dig.